All right, it's your boy Fanon. Deontay Wilder talks retirement and fighting Andy Ruiz before he fights the Tyson Fury rematch. We're going to talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. And then when you hit the bell icon, make sure that you get all notifications, because there's a difference in YouTube for some, between the two in YouTube for some reason. You got to actually hit all notifications, and that way you make sure that you can attend the live streams that we do Monday through Friday and on Sunday morning. All right, man. Very sad article that I read this morning on World Boxing News. It was an interview with the champ, heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, who will be defending his title for the 10th time, heavyweight title for the 10th time against Luis Ortiz. He answers the question about when he wants to fight Andy Ruiz, and also talks about becoming an undisputed champion and how long he thinks he wants to continue to fight on. And he said some things that were, I guess they were good news and bad news. He doesn't seem to be wanting to overstay his welcome. He spoke about having a short reign as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And as we know in boxing, a short reign is 1 or 2 fights. When you get to 4 title defenses, that's not a short reign. That's a pretty decent reign, because that's a 2-year reign in the heavyweight division where people are fighting twice a year. That would mean that, Deontay Wilder would probably be looking to retire in less than 2 years, less than 3 years. At 33 years old, he says that the time is now, that, he wants to go out of the game right. Forgive me. He wants to go out of the game right. He came in the game right. He handled himself during his career right, and he wants to go out. He wants to go out right. And that would mean, I can only believe what that would mean is that he doesn't want to go out when he's too old. He doesn't want to continue to fight on, be much beyond his peak, much beyond his, the top, him being the top of his game. And at 33 years old, you're really looking at about another 3. You're looking at about another 3-4 years. He said he's not going to be fighting into his 40s, like Tyson Fury said that he will. Now, Tyson Fury says one thing today, he says something else tomorrow. So who really knows what Tyson Fury wants to do? But Deontay Wilder clearly seems that he doesn't want to go on fighting forever. He wants to get himself in a good financial position. Once he's in a good financial position, once he's won all of the major belts and he's defended them a couple times, then, hey, man, it's going to be a road. It's going to be the end of the road. And the reason why I think that that's important to talk about is this is a great champion that I'm really fortunate that for the last 2 years that I've watched and I've enjoyed. Despite all the barking going on by people who might have another fighter that they like better, Deontay Wilder has, in many, many ways, provided us with an electric title reign as the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. There's only been one fight that he's had in these 9 title reigns that did not wind up being didn't end in a knockout. And that was drama from the beginning to the end. This is a type of guy that I think people should appreciate while he's here. I'm actually glad for the arrival of Anthony Joshua in that regard, because it really did all of the talk that Eddie Hearn did, all of the talk that, the UK fans were doing about Deontay Wilder in his resume and all that, turned the attention and turned the eye of the boxing world onto Deontay Wilder. And when it did, the boxing world liked what it saw. That guy gives you exactly what you're looking for in a fight. I was recently at the Jamal Charlo versus Adams fight. Now, when you're watching that on TV, I had a guy come to my comment section and say that Jermall Charlo never laid a glove on him, on Adams, that, Adams won the fight, that it was a gift decision for Adams. Now, I was like, I've only heard one guy say that, right? And I'm just going to take him at his word that he really believes what he's saying. It's very hard for me to fathom that, though, seeing as I sat maybe 9-10 rows back from the ring, and Jermall Charlo won every round of that fight with the exception of one. And he hurt or knocked back Adams in every one of those rounds. Adams is just extra slippery when he got hurt or when Jermall Charlo was really going at him. Regardless, that was an exciting fight. And every time somebody got hit with a big shot, that everybody jumped up. It was a lot of excitement in there every time that occurred. Now, Deontay Wilder has given us that in 40 times and given us the actual knockout, actually laid a guy out 40 times. That is a career, honestly, man, that you need to cherish. It's very, very rare in boxing that you'll see a fighter that doesn't give you a boring fight ever. Not a boring fight ever. The only time that he went, the only 2 times he went to the distance was the last Tyson Fury fight. And like I said, Tyson Fury wound up getting praised for getting up. So there was the excitement of the great rise from the dead of Tyson Fury. Yeah, marketing is funny, isn't it? And then there was the Bermane-Stiverne fight. Now, a Bermane-Stiverne fight where he won the championship, that was probably the one fight that wasn't extremely exciting. The Bermane-Stiverne too, though, that was quick, that was short, and that was really exciting. So, look, what I hope happens is what Deontay Wilder said was possible. Now, the question was posed to him about Andy Ruiz. When will you fight Andy Ruiz? Or would you squeeze in Andy Ruiz between Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury if Andy Ruiz gets past Anthony Joshua? And he said anything is possible in boxing. So I'm hoping that would be the case. A unification, and he also said that would be an easier fight to make because both guys are with the PBC. And you don't have to have all the drama that goes on with Eddie. You wouldn't have to have all the drama going on with Eddie Hearn or all the drama that goes on with Bob Arum and Tyson Fury, because both of those guys could mutually agree upon unifying all those belts, and there wouldn't be any issue with the platform that would put it on, because the platform would be airing a unification fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. The funny thing, though, for me, would be if Deontay Wilder beats Andy Ruiz, what excuse will the Ring Magazine and ESPN come up with to make Tyson Fury the -- heavyweight in the world? That's the only thing. That's the major reason I want to see. One of the major, not the only, not the reason, the major reason, but one of the reasons or one of the things that I would be looking for out of that fight. How is it that the mainstream media, how are they going to find a way, if Deontay Wilder beats Andy Ruiz, how in the world are they going to find a way not to have Deontay Wilder be the #1 heavyweight in the world? They will have Tyson Fury be the #1 heavyweight in the world, where the #2 guy holds all the major championship belts. That is the foolishness that these guys will pull off if that fight happens, man. And so anyway, I really do hope it happens. Deontay Wilder, I really believe that people need to appreciate him while he's here. The older you get, the more you see, the more times you see really great champions, you really see their last fight. Floyd Mayweather Jr., I just rewatched Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Diego Corrales last night. And if you go to YouTube, I watched it on YouTube. If you look at the footage looks faded. It looks older. Diego Corrales is in the corner with the things you forget. Like, he was in the corner with Manny Pacquiao's fitness guy, Alex Ariza. So now I'm wondering, you know, whether or not Corrales was, you know, might have been hopped up on something in that fight. But that was an absolutely masterful performance by Floyd Mayweather Jr. But now Floyd Mayweather Jr. is no longer around, man. And that version of Floyd Mayweather Jr. is definitely not around. So I would say the same thing for Deontay Wilder and for all these other great, even Lomachenko. That's why I make sure I watch these guys' fights, man, because eventually these guys are all going to go and some new people are going to come and replace them. And we're going to be comparing the new guys to the old guys. So I think it's time to appreciate Deontay Wilder. And with that, I'm out. Peace.